Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad.
So disappointed that we can't be there to celebrate with you.
So we decided to send you a video message from your two favorite daughters.
Hold on, my phone's blowing up. There's someone calling.
Who is it? It's probably Mom. Just call her back later.
Oh wait, there's a few people trying to join our call, but they're having some trouble.
Well, maybe I can figure this out. No, maybe I can't.
Tell me when you're recording. Now?
Or, oh.
Hey, Lou and Tone, and happy 50th anniversary.
Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Was that in sync? Congratulations! Happy anniversary to you. You're going off script. Happy anniversary to you. Yay! Oh, you're a loose cannon, Dad. You're a loose cannon.
Hey all, Luann and Uncle Tony, it's Nicholas obviously, here at work. On my barge, just got back here, at least there's no snow.
Hi, this is Rebecca Yosef. Luann and Tony, the loving and proud grandparents. Happy golden anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Lulu and Papa Tom. Happy 50th, Uncle Tony and Aunt Luann.
What is your name?
Jojo, Jamie.
Happy anniversary, sweet Luann and Tony.
This totally delights me. I'm so happy to participate in celebrating your anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Lulu and Papa Tom.
Congratulations to you both.
Happy anniversary, Luann and Tony.
Hey, Tony and Luann, happy 50th anniversary.
Hi there.
Hello.
Sherry and Tim here.
From Miami.
Hi, Luann and Tony. We are delighted to celebrate your 50th wedding anniversary.
Hi, Luann and Tony.
Happy anniversary, Aunt Luann and Uncle Tony.
Hi, Tony and Luann.
Happy anniversary, Tony and Luann.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Slavinsky. It's Christy Allen. I don't know how old I'll be until I'm finally comfortable calling you Luann and Tony, but probably not even on my deathbed.
A very happy 50th anniversary to you, Luann and Tony. Much love and huge blessings to you and your beautiful growing family.
Hey, Luann and Tony. Just want to say happy anniversary.
Uncle Tony and Aunt Luann, happy golden anniversary, you guys. You have earned every minute of that. I'm proud of you guys, and you guys deserve to have the best day ever.
Hi, Luann and Tony. Happy 50th wedding anniversary.
Hi, Aunt Luann and Uncle Tony.
Happy anniversary, Lou and Tony. Celebrating you with some fresh Florida orange juice. Because after all, everything started right here in Florida.
Greetings, Tony and Luann, on your 50th wedding anniversary.
Hi, it's Judy Seif, Luann's cousin on her Raskin side.
Hi, Tony, Luann. Rita and I both would like to wish you both a happy 50th anniversary celebration.
Happy 50th wedding anniversary, Uncle Tony and Aunt Luann.
Happy 50th anniversary, Tony and Luann.
Happy 50th anniversary, Mom and Dad.
Tony and Lou, this is for your 50th wedding anniversary.
I have such fond memories with Luann. She was my first roommate in college at FSU. I was that old country girl from what she fondly referred to as a hick town in the Northwest Florida Panhandle in Panama City. We were as different could be. I was a Christian involved in the Campus Crusade for Christ ministry, and she was my first Jewish friend ever from the huge, sophisticated city of Miami. And yet, we bonded quickly, and I loved her dearly and still do.
Sending all the love from the Barr family, Brian and Beckett, Colette and I. We are
wishing you many, many more healthy ones ahead. Hopefully you're in the clear now, both of you, to enjoy life a little. Just wanted to share the fact that we reconnected after all these years. with our cousins that we hadn't seen. And it's just wonderful that we have a relationship now.
We just wanted to wish you guys a happy 50 years. That's amazing, and we're so happy.
Impressive.
Very impressive. And we're so happy for you. We're happy for our friendship. I remember the first time we met when you came to our house for the kids' engagement party. I felt like we knew you all forever, and that friendship has only grown, and we're just so happy for that. And thanks for sharing your daughter with us, and having our grandkids and kids are such a blessing. So hope you're having a fun day. Do something really silly and fun, and we love you. And again, happy anniversary.
We miss you.
I hope to see you soon. Love you. Love you.
We hope you have the best day celebrating. I can't believe it's been 50 years. That's quite an accomplishment. We miss you guys so much, and we hope that we can come up and see you soon. We miss your yummy cooking and spending quality time, and we really, really hope we could see you soon.
50. Wow. I had no idea the two of you got married so young. And since you know the eye surgery issues that I've been doing, it's amazing that I look like this and that the two of you look so very young. Happy, happy anniversary to you two. I guess I've known you for 35 of those 50 years, and I don't know where the time has gone.
We are so inspired by the both of you and the trials and tribulations you both have been through, and you've stuck it out, and you'll stick it out to the very end, and I am so grateful for that.
So it's kind of like welcome to the 50th Annie Club. There's not a lot of us old enough to say that we have been married for 50 years. But here you are in the club with me and Jim and with Chris and Kenny. It's a good club to be in. We all made it. Had a few doubts along the way, but we did it. So we should be very proud of ourselves.
Hi, Luann and Tony. We are calling to wish you a very special wedding anniversary to a very special couple. And we hope you're going to have a fabulous day, and you're getting just as old as we are.
We love you guys very much. I hope this video finds you guys happy, healthy, and living your best life. We love you very much. We congratulate you on 50 amazing years. Not everybody can accomplish that, and you guys have. So huge congratulations coming your way. We love you more than you guys know.
While at FSU, I went to those crazy, crowded bars to cheer her on in her dance contest more than a time or two. We had long conversations about the Lord in my fumble attempts to share my faith and witness the existence of Jesus and his love for her, and etc. Then I was so honored to be invited to her wedding. I had never been to a Jewish wedding before, and I was blown away by that experience. I so much enjoyed it, and meeting her lovely parents, Lane and Mara, your grandparents. Mrs. Raskin, her beautiful mom, and her kind-hearted dad treated me to my first ever lox and bagels. I love them, still do, and often think of her mom and dad each time I eat a bagel. What a special time that was, all a God thing, I truly believe. Over time, Luann, as well as Mr. and Miss Raskin, became believers themselves. How fantastic to know that they are there with Jesus now because of their belief and their faith placed in him.
You guys are an amazing couple and an inspiration to Mara and I's marriage. Just showing us, how to grow together and be a loving family.
I just want to get on here and tell you guys how much I love you, how much I appreciate you guys, and what you guys mean to me and my family, and have always meant to me and my family. I just wanted to let you guys know that a lot of my childhood memories include you guys, and that makes me very happy. One time we were visiting you guys. I'll never forget. Uncle Tony was spraying for the weeds in the house, the area you guys lived in. So he was spraying for the little complex, and I guess he sprayed for people in that area as well. You guys had a community pool there, and I can remember us girls going swimming while Uncle Tony sprayed all around there while we swam. And it was kind of up on an incline where he was spraying. The next thing you know, we don't see Uncle Tony. Uncle Tony is rolling down the hill, which seemed like in slow motion to us, but was probably not in slow motion for him. The sprayer is going off. The weed spray is going everywhere. Uncle Tony's rolling backwards. He finally gets to the bottom, and we see him, but we don't want him to know we saw him because we didn't want him to be embarrassed, or we didn't want to get in trouble for laughing at him. So he finally gathers himself and kind of shakes it off, and he has got weeds and twigs and everything and leaves hanging all off of him. So I still remember that story. I still tell people that story sometimes. Uncle Tony's always been funny. And Aunt Luann, you've just always been genuine. You've been an angel, the sweetest person I know.
One thing I think about when I think of your marriage is how much it has taught me in regards to values. I think of certain values that have filtered down into our marriage and our family, such as patience. No, go away. This is not how I like it done. Jeez.
Purpose?
But Brad, we have all these bills we have to pay.
Nope. I'm playing pickleball.
And hard work.
I have made myself into like a human storyboard. So let's just start up here. Let's see. Let's start with Cash Haul. So Luann, I'm not going to go into the story of when I moved into Cash because most people know that, and it's really, really embarrassing to me to bring that story up again, but you know exactly what it was. So let's look at pictures from Cash Haul. So here we go. Let's pull this one off. This one, that was mine and Susan Harrison's room. The mirror image of y'all's room. Notice the obligatory liquor bottles on the back of our beds. We never opened them. We had them the whole year and we never opened them. I think that says a lot about us.
I can't believe been 50 years, which means that we have known you longer than 50 years. We certainly have just such a wonderful history.
My favorite memory of you guys at Papa Tone First, I remember for my birthday when he cooked us breakfast. It was like pancakes and like eggs and bacon and everything. That was good. And for Lulu, I remember, I'm forgetting. Before bed every night, you used to tell us stories, and one of them was like some drunk guy came in like threw a chair, and he had to like call the police or something. I don't remember the whole story. I remember that one.
Who is Lulu and Papa Tone? Who are they? You don't know?
Some of my fondest memories growing up was being at your house and Mr. Slavinsky cooking up some kielbasa in the kitchen, and Lane and I watching Speed. Well, me watching Speed, Lane reciting every word to Speed.
Okay, this one, Cash Haul. So it's Susan Harrison and Chris and you and Tony. I mean, come on. Take a look at Tony's hair. You know, I look back at Jim and Tony and sometimes I wonder, why did we date them? But they turned out pretty cute.
What do you think, Renee?
Oh, what does it take to stay together for 50 years? Oh, it takes, you got to start with a solid foundation, and you've got to have a lot of patience. And in Tony's case, I think your spouse has got to have an appreciation for kind of an odd sense of humor.
I will always remember when those two married and being a part of it all. It was so hard, it is so hard to believe it's their 50th anniversary. They've certainly had their ups and downs, as all marriages do. But by the grace of God, they have stood the test of time and have beautifully survived it all. They have certainly been blessed and truly have lovely daughters, Elaine and Mara, their husbands, and beautiful grandchildren.
One of my memories growing up, this was like elementary school and middle school and high school, I guess. All of my friends' parents were divorced or going through divorce, and I always noticed that my mom and my dad were always together, and no matter what happened, they stayed together. So I am very, very thankful for that, and I'm very blessed to have had parents that stuck through it no matter what, and I'm still thankful to this day, and it's really set the path for my life and my marriage. So thank you for teaching me that. I think it's very few and far between when couples do stay together, so getting to 50 years is quite amazing, and I am so proud to call you my parents.
But I love you guys. Happy anniversary, and great memories of you guys growing up at Christmas in 1984, I think, and then working with Uncle Tony at his when he had the yard business, and that hard work that he made me do.
Janice and I wanted to congratulate you on your 50th wedding anniversary. Both of you have always been a source of fun and laughter throughout the years, ever since we met at South Broward High School and followed up at Florida State University.
Luann, I'm so blessed and honored to call you my dear friend. Luann is loving, caring, loyal, just a great friend.
You two are amazing together. I'm so proud to call you friends. And Tony, Luann is my BFF, so I guess you are my BFF too. I'm so proud of your girls for doing this for you and for standing at the top of long marriages and happy together.
Oh, this is a good one. Let's just take this one up. Oh, look, I even wrote the date on the back. It's January 1973. And there you are, washing your hair with your teeny little boobs and your little bra and your like size 1 body, washing your hair over the sink in your in your room.
Luann and Tony, one of my favorite memories was at our wedding. Luann, what I remember about that was your dancing, incredible dancer, Earth, Wind, and Fire. What was the Outcast? Great dancing to Outcast. And Tony, what I remember so well was your incredible speech. I don't know if you remember this, but you said 3 things that were the secret to a great marriage. Do you remember what they were?
You have to have a
wishbone,
a
backbone, and a funny bone. And
Yeah.
so I wanted to play that back to you, Tony. Wishbone, we wish you the best marital season of your life coming up for both of you. May it be filled with wonder and enjoyment and fulfillment. Backbone, 50 years, that means you both have a great backbone. Your marriage has an incredible backbone. You both have been steadfast to one another, so congratulations on that. And funny bone. So I thought of a joke.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. So a good marriage is like a casserole. Only those responsible for it know what goes in it.
That's good. That's good.
It's good?
Sure.
What's your favorite thing about Lulu and Papa Town?
Things that going to the park. You'll do the jumpy play.
The jumpy plays.
I like the jumpy plays too.
What's your favorite thing about Lulu and Papa Tone's house?
Playing with our toys.
I am here, standing in front of the Biloxi Lighthouse, and beyond that, the Gulf of America. Happy anniversary to you both. Miss you both. And you're some of the best neighbors I've ever had. 25 years on Brighton Place. I hope you'll come to see us soon.
I guess the first little story I'll tell is regarding Tony. He had such a wonderful sense of humor always, and I've always enjoyed that about him. But I remember the first night I really noticed that about him. We were at Spanish Town Apartments. I was sitting in this chair, maybe watching TV or something, and there was a knock on the door. So I had to get up from my seat, answer the door, and it was Tony. So when I saw him, I said, "Tony, I thought you had a key to the door." And he just looked at me with that Tony, sarcastic look. And he said, "What's the matter? You don't have a hand?" And so I don't know. It just made me laugh the way he said it. And he's always made me laugh. Such humor.
I have to give a quick story on this one. So one night, Chris and I were very, very bored. You and Tony had gone out on a date, and we were in our dorm room, and we had nothing to do. So we got the wild hair to go in there and pull out your size 0 clothing and put it on me, who at the time was probably a good size 9, and dress me up. So here it is. Oh, Lord help. So I have on your skirt. It's not zipped up in the back. Couldn't zip it at all. Those are my boots. It's your top. I couldn't get it zipped up in the front. And even though my boobies were pretty small back then, we unzipped it, and then Chris and I stuffed bath cloths under my titty tats to make them give me some cleavage up there. It's pretty good. Hey, right? Look at that. Yeah. Got a cigarette. I got the whole slut look happening there. In fact, I took this home and I showed it to my mom, and I told her the story, and she thought it was very funny. So she took it into my dad, and she said, "Oh, look at this picture that Jim made of Gail before they went out one night on a date." My dad didn't find it so funny. But once we told him the story, he thought he saw the humor in it. But when he thought that was me going out, he was a little horrified.
My favorite memories of you, Papa Tone, is when we were younger, you were in town, we were at the beach when we used to boogie board and you would push us off. That was great. And Lulu, one of my favorite memories is when you used to come to town or the place, you used to bring us those little cookies, and those were always great, and we were super excited.
We both have very fond memories of all the times that we had on Brighton Place.
And hope to find some time in the near future where we can spend some time together again.
Wow, 50 years. Good for you. Did it just kind of go by like a flash? Right. Your family was such an important part of our family for several years. Either Christy and Lane were at our house or they were together at your house. And those were the early teen years when we really needed a reprieve every once in a while. So thank you for those weekends we got a reprieve. I appreciate it.
50 years of marriage is truly remarkable and inspiring.
Congratulations, Luann and Tony, on this golden milestone. Here's to many more years of adventures, laughter, and maybe finally agreeing on that perfect thermostat setting.
Brad had to go to pickleball, so it's just us now. The Bible talks about how when you get married, two become one. And so when I think of the two of you as one, as a unit, the word legacy comes to mind. 50 years is a long time to build stuff together, and you have built well. When I think of legacy for you, I think of how you always taught me and Mara to care well for people and to be helpful to people. And as is evidenced by the 600,000 clips that came in for this video that is now 18 hours long, because those people care about you so much because of the way you cared for them. You always cared for each other, for us, for your friends, and even for people you didn't know. You're always the first to step up and help take care of people.
Pretty sure that I am Luann's oldest friend. And by that, I don't mean old. I mean that we have been friends for probably the longest time. Our friendship goes back to junior high, which would be middle school for you youngins. So that's a very long time ago. It's actually more than 50 years, more than 55 years. How is that possible?
And Sherry and I thought we were pretty old, and we're coming up on 47, but they got us beat.
They started younger.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. They were smarter than us.
Our memories go back to the Keys with them, at least mine do. We had a place down in the Keys, and they came down and visited us down there. We had a lot of fun.
Yes, we had a great time. The whole family came. Lane and Brad and the boys and Mara and Luann and Tony, and it was great. Had a very good time, and we remember it very fondly. I'm sorry we didn't do it many more times.
So actually, I don't remember when I first met you because I was born a few months after you all were married. But I'm sure whether you were there in person or there in spirit, you guys were definitely there because you've been there for me my entire life. And so we've had so many amazing memories. I would say the first real memory was when we used to go up to Marietta as kids during Christmas and celebrate Christmas at your house, which was awesome as a kid. It was cold, it was festive, it was fun. And I just remember hanging out, eating great food, and having a great time. I remember going up there and hanging out with Rachel when we first got married, going with Jacob the past few years. We've been up there for so many basketball tournaments. And every time we come to town, you guys always hang out with us and we have a great time.
Appreciate everything that you've done for my family, especially when we needed you the most with mom and dad, especially after mom. Dad really looked forward to your phone calls, and he really loved talking to you. So you made his day when you did that. He would always call me and tell me, Aunt Luann called me today. So he did look forward to those calls, and it helped him a lot get through. So I just want to let you know how much he appreciated that and how much I appreciate that. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Hopefully you guys are celebrating it up, having a great time. Like I said, you guys have earned that. So I just want to let you know how much I love you. Just want to tell you guys have a great day.
When I look back at things that we remember about special times with the two of you are when the kids were young and we would come up to Atlanta and we would spend Christmas with you. It was a very special time. The kids enjoyed it, we enjoyed it, and we would love to do it again, but obviously the kids are grown, so it's a little bit of a problem.
Can you believe I'm actually doing something on the phone other than calling somebody? I'm really proud of myself. I can't wait till your next 50th so I could try again to see if I still had the skills. Anyway, I wanted to wish you both the best of many good years ahead and to be so grateful for the rediscovery of relatives again. I especially enjoyed our luncheons and seeing you, and I just talking to you all the time. This is Roz. I'm sorry I can't do this more professionally, but this is the best you're going to get.
Well, when I think of my childhood memories with the two of you, two things come to mind. The first would be how you were always, both of you always were and still are, very present and very available. I would come home every day and go to mom's office and sit down and tell you all the exciting details about my life. And there were probably many days where you're like, oh, I'm right in the middle of something, but you never made me feel that way. You always made me feel like that was where I should be at that part of the day. Dad, every morning on the way to school, Dad bought a Bible devotional for us to read together. And that meant a lot to me, just the intentionality of that. And I try to implement that type of intentionality with my own family. The second thing that comes to mind when I think of growing up with you two as my parents is you taught us how to laugh. You know, we don't hold on to stress long. We don't hold on to conflict long. You taught us when there are those types of things, deal with it, laugh a little bit, laugh at yourself, and move on. And choose to enjoy each other and to enjoy life. And I really believe you two did a really great job of modeling that.
Remember Juanita? That was you and Tony and me and Juanita at the beach. Jim took the picture clearly. That was a fun trip.
It's been a privilege to be your friends and a source of wonderful memories, including all our summers at the beach and especially those we shared when our kids were young. We cherish our friendship and the memories together. We want to wish you the best on your anniversary and the years to come. We love you both. We're your friends forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, patriots and beautiful people of Marietta, Georgia, the greatest state, by the way, believe me, we're here to celebrate something so rare, so incredible, it's even more impressive than a Trump rally in a hurricane. We are talking about 50 years of marriage, people. That is 5 decades, half a century. Some people can't even stay married for 50 minutes, but not these two. They're winners. Absolute champions. Now listen, I've built towers, I've signed executive orders, I've met with kings and queens and even that guy from North Korea. But this, 50 years of commitment, of loyalty, of probably tolerating a lot of snoring, this is the real deal. And I know a lot about the art of the deal.
And I used to take me fishing after we worked, and you introduced me to the Godfather trilogy when I was a kid. Watch that with you. That was a great memory. And on Lou, every morning before I went to work, you'd talk to me, you'd pack me that beautiful lunch and talk about life. And you're such a great woman, and you always have been a wonderful aunt, always keeping in touch and commenting on my family and whatnot.
The swing set at the park?
Yeah.
Can you tell me one thing you love about Lulu?
I love huggies. I love huggies.
Tell me one thing you love about Papa Tone.
Huggies, huggies, and kisses.
Before you all were married, Gail and I decided to have a little dinner for you for your, I think it was for your engagement or pre-wedding. And so we wanted to have a fancy dinner for you. And we did it at our apartment at our married student housing, our FSU married student housing, which you can imagine, you know how that was, if you remember, tiny little place.
I remember the big chicken that we saw driving to the restaurant where we had some great mac and cheese and just some great food, and talking about him when he was little, and it was just fun. And just wanted to congratulate you guys on 50 years and thank you for all the memories.
We also went through a lot of hard times together. I always think about the dogwood trees that you planted, Tony, in memory of my mom, and later one in memory of Justin. And now I've got this beautiful bench in my front of my house in memory of David. You've been really good friends to me, and I really, really appreciate you.
I just want to thank you, Tony and Luann, for always inviting me to your home when Myra and I were first dating, and accepting me as your son-in-law, and just always showing me love, and being able to sit with Tony and listen to stories of him growing up and the girls growing up, and being able to send Twitters back and forth with Luann all the time. You guys are just amazing, and so much love coming from you guys.
Never thought you guys would make it to 50 years, but here you are. I met Luann first, and we were in Christian Women's Club together, and our kids were just little, but we have become good friends over the years, and have spent many fun New Year's Eve together over at your house, actually, and have gone to many fun dinners together and gotten to know Tony, through Luann. And one of the funniest stories that I can think of is when we went out to dinner with Luann and Tony and Gail and Jim Greenwood to a restaurant. And anyone who knows Luann knows that she takes her own silverware to the restaurant. And so after dinner, we paid our bill and we're walking out into the parking lot. And here comes the waitress running out into the parking lot, yelling, "Hey, you forgot your silverware," for everyone who was standing around to hear.
Okay, this is a fun memory. Remember when we went up to Sky Valley, and we went up there to Sky Valley because there was snow and we were going to go sledding, and we didn't have sleds, clearly. This was before kids. So Tony went out and got gigantic pieces of cardboard, and he made each of us a sled. He wrote our names on it. So here we are up at the top up there. This was Tony helping me on my sled that he had. Let me get it so you can see the sled. If you can see it down there. When I say sled, trust me, it's a big old fat piece of cardboard. But there it is. But we were very appreciative of what he had done. We had fun that day. This is the same day of you and Tone. Y'all so cute. There you are, getting ready to go down. Oh, Jim wrote on the back here, Sky Valley, Dillard, Georgia, February the 11th, 1979. So, holy smokes, I guess we had just moved to Atlanta. Oh, look at you on your sled. That's cute.
But we did make a couple of the highlights over the years. We were there for Lane's wedding, and we came up
to Georgia.
Yes, to Georgia for Luann's 50th birthday. It was
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a little surprise on our part to surprise Luann. That was fun. And we don't see each other as often as we would like, but whenever we get together or talk on the phone, we pick up right where we left off.
And people should maybe come and visit us up in New York. We have a place up on Long Island, on the way out on the east end of Long Island. And it's real nice up there in the summertime. Maybe somebody will come up and visit us. We
sure hope so. That would be great.
The other thing that I remember is we came up there and it was summer and you had a heat spell. And I was pregnant.
And you didn't have air conditioning.
And this cat, for some reason, would always lay over my stomach. And now I know why, because dogs and cats know when you're pregnant that you're having a baby, and they put their head on you or lie across you to comfort you and to also feel the little baby inside you. It's a wonderful memory.
So we set table up, and we did tablecloth, and I went to FSU and I stowed camellias from the grounds there. I'm surprised they didn't arrest me, but we had beautiful flowers. And then Gail brought her china from her wedding over to set the table. But she reminded me that on her way to my house that day, she was holding the dishes on her lap. And she was so proud when she got to the parking lot that the dishes hadn't broken or anything. So when she went to get out of the car, she leaned over and the dishes fell and some of them broke on the ground. What do you think, Rick?
You just have to live long enough.
It's good.
You are always welcome to my house. And just for you, Luann, I've had the health inspection. So I already know that meets your approval for cleanliness, food storage, hygiene, efficiency, and real silverware.
This couple, and we all know who we're talking about, they just didn't build a life, folks. They built an empire right there in Marietta. Tremendous love, tremendous resilience. And let me tell you, if I had a cabinet position for the best couple in America, they'd be appointed unanimously. Even the fake news would agree. They love freedom, they love each other, and most importantly, they love me, which shows some amazing judgment. So raise your glasses, preferably something classy, maybe a little Diet Coke, maybe some Trump wine if you're lucky enough to have it, to 50 years of winning, loving, and making marriage great again. God bless this couple. God bless Marietta. And God bless the United States of America.
You're both just two amazing people. You're both just really down to earth and have always been great to be around. And I think the story that in my opinion says that the most is, you know, I've had the opportunity to travel a lot for work and for personal, and you know, traveling's not the easiest thing. And every time you go to travel and you have layovers, you try to get the quickest layover and get to your destination or get home. And over the years, anytime I've had to fly through Atlanta, I always looked for the opportunity to have an extended layover, because that meant I get to spend more time with Aunt Luann, either in the Sky Club or going and eating dinner at Friday. So I've just enjoyed, you know, every interaction with both of you over the years. Uncle Tony, your humor has always kept me laughing and enjoying. Your cooking's amazing. And Aunt Luann, you've just been a lifelong friend, mentor, and just an amazing aunt. So
one of the funny things that I always remember is I would call the house and ask for Lane, because, you know, the house number, that we didn't have cell phones. And I guess my voice was deeper than the average teenage girl. And so I could always hear Mr. Slavinsky yell, "Lane, your boyfriend's on the phone." And she'd answer, "Hey, baby." And then she'd be very disappointed when she found out it wasn't her boyfriend, it was me. So that always made me laugh.
But I wanted to mention a couple of memories. The one was that I wanted to mention was the clothes one, the one where I dressed up in your clothes. I'm sure we must have told you about that at the time. You probably were pissed off because I'm sure that I stretch out your little zero size clothing, but it needed stretching because, come on, nobody wears a zero.
You two are dear to my heart. I love you both dearly, and I am thrilled that the girls have collaborated and done this fun surprise for you.
The memory includes us being at the airport. Luann, you took us into the VIP lounge. Hannah dropped a glass and broke it, and the people in there looked at us like we were some kind of hillbillies.
And then I remember the visit from when you came for April's wedding, and we went to the wedding reception, and I believe somebody danced to Achy Breaky Heart, and I think that was Mara. But we did have a good time while you guys were here. Come and see us again.
The other one is, and I wish Jim was down here to tell this, but he's gone to bed because, come on, 8 o'clock, he heads up to bed. This was the one where it was the day, and you know this story as well because Jim tells it a lot. But it was the day after Lane's wedding, and you were having that brunch over at your house, and Jim and Tony were standing at that window in your breakfast room there by the table, and there was some girl there too. The three of them were there, and she looked out, and one of your cats was on the little wall back there in the back, and she said, "Oh, that's such a pretty cat." And Tony said, without missing a beat, said, "Oh, that's our mechanical cat." And Jim looked at him like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And the girl said, "It's mechanical?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "But the batteries died. And that's why it's not moving," because the cat was just lying there. She went, "Oh, my goodness." Well, about that time, the cat moved and came to life. And she was so excited and jumped up like, "Oh, look, his batteries must have recharged. They came back to life. He's okay." Jim said one of the funniest moments of his entire life. He said when Tony came up with that story, that it absolutely made his day.
Uncle Tony, I will never forget the day we went swimming and you decided you were going to do some pesticiding around the area around the pool, and you kind of fell down the hill, and all we heard was, "Ooh, oh, oh," a couple of curse words thrown in there. I think some of your pesticide flying around. It's one of my greatest childhood memories, so thank you for that. Aunt Luann, I love you. Uncle Tony, I love you too.
We made it through that night, and then for dessert, we wanted to make, and I can't remember really what we had for dinner, but for dessert, I know we used my Betty Crocker cookbook, baked Alaska. So we were just so proud of ourselves that we could actually pull off such a fancy dessert for you. It was such a fun night, and I hope you remember it, because it was really just something that I remember you coming, and the flowers and just the apartment, how tiny it was. But it was such a fun night.
You know that Lulu and Papa Tone have been married for 50 years? That's a long time, right?
And they're gonna still be married when we come now.
Yep, they'll still be married when we go back.
So, yeah, we love Tony and Luann with their quirks and all. And we just want to say we hope you have many more happy anniversaries.
Hey guys, I thought you'd make it to 50, unlike Becky. But
All right, then I have to tell this one story about Tony. I know I've told you this, I'm sure I have, because it was hilarious. Most of Tony's stories are hilarious. So Lane had been born. She was back in her little crib in her room, and y'all were having a party at your house over on East Paces, and there were people that Tony worked with, and I don't recall the reason for the party, but a bunch of us were standing in a circle, and Tony was, having a few drinks, as he was wont to do, and a girl was telling us a story about how her dad, it was a real serious story, and there were probably 7 or 8 of us standing in the circle, and she was telling this story, and she was very sad because her dad had to have surgery, and they ended up amputating his legs at the knees. And everybody was kind of horrified and like, oh, I'm so sorry. And Tony's sitting there and drinking, and he goes, in a dead, completely serious voice, he wasn't trying to be funny, which made it even funnier. He just simply said, well, that must have made him awfully short. Even now, it makes me die laughing. I was so horrified, and I could tell I was not going to be able to contain myself, that I was going to start laughing, and it was not the time to laugh. This girl was very sad. So I turned and I went back in the nursery where Lane was, and there were a couple of other people in there, I think, playing with her, and I lost my mind, laughing and telling them what Tony had said. Never forgot it. Will always stand out is absolutely one of my very favorite memories.
Wishing you both the very happiest of anniversaries, good health and happiness for many more years to come.
Happy anniversary.
I hope that you guys have a fantastic anniversary, and you guys can look back at the times that you guys have spent together throughout the years and reflect on that,
That's nice. Good job, boys. Love you guys. Happy 50th anniversary. And I can't wait to see you guys. Hope to see you soon. Love you. Mwah.
Happy anniversary, Luann and Tony. Meow.
Hank says, happy anniversary, Luann and Tony.
But happy anniversary. We love you. We are so happy that we've had all these years together and have gone through tons and tons and tons of stories and memories and fun times and hard times. And that's what makes a family. And that's what we are. And we love you. Happy anniversary.
So congratulations. The Finch family loves you.
We've really had just so many memories with baby showers and, births and parties and birthday parties and New Year's Eve parties where Kenny and Tony played some game where they were stuffing marshmallows in their mouth for some reason. And then that trip that we took to the Highlands where we stayed at the Old Edwards Inn. It was so fun, except for when Tony, I think, got a plastic snake and scared Gail with it. I think he put it on the visor of the car, and when she put it down, it just fell on her and she screamed. And so it was just always fun. It was just always so much fun.
I love you, brothers.
We love you. Bye-bye.
That achy breaky heart thing was not me dancing.
Happy, happy days. Hugs, hugs, hugs.
So happy 50th anniversary. All our love, and we hope that the next 50 is just as good.
Good job. Okay.
We again wish you a very, very special anniversary. We love you.
Enjoy your day.
Bye-bye.
Happy anniversary. Here's to many more. Cheers.
Happy anniversary. I love you both. Bye.
Here's to 50 years and many more. Hope to see you guys soon.
I love both of you. Congratulations on 50 amazing years, and can't wait to see you guys again.
Wishing you
A very happy
anniversary.
50th anniversary. Many more. Hopefully we'll be able to do it again on your 75th.
Oh, we hope so. Okay. Take care. Bye.
We love you so much, and we're so glad that you're having this 50th anniversary. And I want you to know how much we love you and how lucky and blessed you are to have each other and the beautiful family that you have. You know, they are just your children, everything, the grandchildren, beautiful. And I'm just so thankful to see that, and so thankful that I can be a part of this evening for you. We love you so much.
I love you guys very much, and take care. Bye-bye. Love you again. Talk to you soon.
Hope to see you soon.
Love you. Happy anniversary. Bye, Tony and Luann.
Love you both. Bye.
Happy anniversary, Lulu and Papa Tom.
Happy anniversary.
I wish you many, many more. And I'm always here for the two of you, whatever you need. Thank you for being my friends. Love you both, Lulu and Papa Tone. Papa Tone. Bye.
We hope you have the most wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed this video from your family. Love you both.
Love you.
I'm here to send you my love and best wishes and many more years to come. Thank you.
Love you.
Exciting. We're honored to celebrate this special day with the both of you. Congratulations.
We love you.
Happy 50th anniversary. Love you guys.
Love you. Thank you so much for your friendship.
Love you. Have the best anniversary. Bye.
Love you guys. Would love to get together with you and spend some time with you. Here's to another 50 years. Love you.
Many more. Many more.
Hi, it's Jean and Myron.
Happy anniversary.
We called to wish you
We didn't call.
We didn't call. Okay. We
You only have 5% left.
What'd you say?
Okay, who's this couple I'm making this video for? Lulu? What's a Lulu? Papa Tone? Okay, got it. Listen, real quick, did they vote for me?
Your story's not supposed to be better than my story. Everybody loves Brad.
I forgot to tell you, Uncle Tony, one time when I was backing a truck down in one of those job developments, I ripped the mailbox off with the rearview mirror. I'm sorry, man. That was a long time ago.